Welcome to Man's Model Moments, and my D&D 5th edition campaign of Autumn's Harvest. This is a semi-sandbox game set a decade after the famed heroes of Waterdeep prevented Tiamat rising, ensuring chromatic dragons did not lay waste the whole of Faerun. These events were the Tyranny of Dragons campaign I ran in my real-life game before COVID set in. Now, the Sword Coast looks almost as though nothing had ever happened. True, Waterdeep and Neverwinter are still being rebuilt in the north, and across the land are marks of the great battles that were fought between dragons and men, which still scar the land, but by and large, life has returned to normal. Of course, there are still evil wizards and the machinations of warring tribes of orcs, goblins, men, giants and the like, even the odd dragon, but then that is as it always was. But, in the calm of normality, the humdrum of familiarity, the absorbing minutiae of the everyday, something slips by in the shadows. All things have a beginning, and most are not started with fire and fury, but behind the scenes, hidden and furtive, small and secretive. But who looks for the first falling leaf in the new life of spring? Who watches for the winter wolves at harvest time? Who is looking for portents and omens of doom whilst trade and business is booming? But everything that has a beginning also has an end. As the nights lengthen further and winter approaches, a small band of adventurers try to uncover a darkness that is seeping through the land, a corruption that appears to be rotting away that before from within. Seeking the origin of this has been trying, and strange creatures flit by in the waters they disturb, scuttling from their prying eyes. But the further they probe, the worse things appear. Just how far has this canker spread? And what can they do to stop it? Our campaign is 5th edition D&D, but we do run a number of variant rules. The ones you'll mainly notice are slow natural healing, where short rests take 10 minutes, are restricted to 2 per long rest, and require healer's kit charges to use hit dice. Long rests are a normal 8 hours. They do not require healer's kits to spend hit dice, but hit point recovery is only by spending hit dice and magical healing, of course. There is no automatic jump back to full health. We also use harder magic item identification, so identify as a spell is required to learn of a magical item's abilities, and some, like artifacts, may require even more investigation. We also use training for levels, so level progression is not automatic in Autumn's Harvest. You need to train to put the experience that you've gained into practice within your class, and the time and methodology this takes vary depending on level, on class, ability, and circumstances. We also use critical hit and miss effects, so we use tables for both critical hits and critical fails in combat. This includes NPCs and also for monsters, so it is both way, so it is balanced in the fact that everybody has the chance to win big or go home crying. Inspiration. We use a card-based inspiration system which has 3 levels, with inspiration being earned by writing character journals. These will be included in the episode notes of each video. 1 episode in arrears, that's just to avoid spoilers. And inspiration cards allow everything from re-rolling a d20 up to automatic crits and healing as shown on the card on the screen. The original idea for these cards is not my own. I have to give props to my former DM, Venter, for the originals of these, although these are slightly modified. We also use a variant rule where every time a character drops to 0 hit points, they gain a level of exhaustion. Being brought to the brink of death is harrowing and takes its toll on your body and mind. You'll sometimes hear me call one or more players into the Den of Secrets. This is a private Discord chat for any content that is just for the players involved, so you won't hear those discussions unless they're for John's character. We play our games weekly via Roll20 for a 4-hour session, or 4.5 hours, but we usually spend half an hour chatting about other things. These videos are then distilled from recordings made by one of the players, John, and were originally conceived to be catch-up material for players that miss sessions or for note-taking. We never set out with the intent of putting them on YouTube, so with that in mind, please forgive any quality issues. We just thought that people might enjoy them now that I have a YouTube channel up and running. So far in the campaign, our adventurers have uncovered a slave ring that turned out to be a huge Zhentarim-backed network across the whole of Faerun, including help and association from a group of mind flayers through a half-elf known as Kalashar. In addition, a cult of disease and decay associated with a seemingly new god named Talander is spreading across the land, with a corrupt druid named Belak being involved in its workings. Portals to the elemental plane of water are also slowly drowning the world, and aboleths seem to have some involvement in this. Hounded and hunted by Kalashar and his powerful contacts in Neverwinter, the group travelled to Lurien, where they successfully disrupted one of the slaver operations and closed the first of 4 portals they are currently aware of. Travelling north from Lurien across the wastelands of Rashemen, they are taking some time in the remote town of Multan to train before moving onwards. Now, let's turn our eye towards the brave adventurers that are looking to dismantle the Zhentarim slave network, uncover Talander's schemes for the world, and close the portals to the elemental plane of water that are slowly drowning Faerun. Azurian, played by Tom, is a young half-elf scarred by the death of his father and disappearance of his mother during a raid on his home whilst he was away hunting in the woods. Seeking vengeance, Azurian was taken in by the Ashmade in Neverwinter and trained in the ways of conquest through might in Asmodeus' name. Strong, confident and increasingly callous, Azurian walks a fine line between saving the world from demonic incursion and bring it to heel under his own boot. Known simply as the Wanderer, or Harbard in his native tongue, the party's main healer and voice of wisdom is a towering, softly spoken furball. One of the original members to sense the growing taint of Talander in the land, the giant kin follower of Sylvanus has pledged to rid Faerun of the growing blight and corruption that this new god, or goddess, is bringing upon nature. Bartimaeus Salapractin, or Barty to his friends, is a young and somewhat naive dragonborn, raised by a rough-speaking blacksmith dwarf in the aftermath of the defeat of the Cult of the Dragon by the legendary Backbiters. His mottled copper, bronze and gold scales, height and mass give him a fearsome visage to the uninitiated, but he loves his food, his friends and forging as much as a good fight. Thea Starflower met the party during the capture of their former rogue Ingrid by the slave network mastermind Kalashar and his cronies in Neverwinter. Beautiful, kind and gifted, Tia bonded with the group quickly and pledged to aid their cause of dismantling the slave network and investigating the growing cult of decay that is rising across the land. Following the College of Law, she is always composing, taking notes, and drawing maps of the party's travels and adventures. Bruin Strongmash joined the group when his mission to turn the addictive qualities of Lurien cheese into an alcoholic beverage ended in the demise of his expedition. His martial talents, fueled by copious quantities of whatever drink he can lay his hands on, have helped bring the group to where they are today, though his less than inspiring and riveting tales and small talk drive Azurian and some of the others to distraction. Minervan Kess, long-time gambler and charlatan, found the group as a convenient way to escape some debts and their overly enthusiastic collectors, despite the fact that all this walking around the wasteland does nothing for his bunions. Smarter than everyone else around him, Minervan is often frustrated by the seemingly incomprehensible decisions the party makes. If only they'd listen to him more. I, of course, am Alex Mann, the Dungeon Master of Autumn's Harvest, and the one who gets to set up the world these great players get to explore and experience. I try to be as fair and accommodating as possible, but we also don't do retcons or takebacks in general. It keeps the game moving and creates more interesting moments when the players have to deal with their own problems, as well as the ones that I throw in their path. After all, this is a role-playing game, not a video game. So, last time you guys had decided to cut your losses after cutting the goblin's head off and go back to Multan and see what information you could get from Harbard's contacts in the Hathran, and then make your decision about what you would do next, with a heavy leaning to not going back and taking on a fortress army. With that, you had a fairly uneventful trip back to Multan itself, on the Golden Way, reached the city, made some old acquaintances, and decided to get a bit of training in while you were there, sell some stuff, do a bit of shopping, and that's pretty much where we left off last time.
Did we all meet up? I can't remember if we were meeting up daytime, nighttime.
It was the daytime.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was the day.
Sorry, it was the evening, wasn't it?
Yeah, you guys had spent most of the day messing around doing various things, missing each other in marketplaces, going and seeing some Hathran healers, various other bits and bobs. And yes, you managed to convene, probably in the late afternoon, early evening.
Because that's when Barty came back with the money from the sale of his armor, right?
Mm-hmm.
Indeed.
Yeah, so that would be the
day before?
Yeah, it'd be the evening.
It was the day before because you got a day of training with Bruin as well.
Yeah, you lit me on fire a bunch of times, remember?
Yeah.
Oh, how can I forget?
You were very drunk.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, because you went on a massive bender afterwards. You were fine, but Bruin, not so much.
But it's it's the price you pay for my craft, so.
Exactly, it kind of works with you.
Like Mastercraft?
Okay, so the second day, I should say, is mostly over. You've reconvened to have a bit of a chat and work out what you're going to do next. I think you're going to meet up at Alfredo's, right? On the basis that Azurian really can't go anywhere else.
I bet you I could get him into the Scorpion.
Oh yeah, the Scorpion doesn't care.
They like me there.
I'm not sure Azurian will want to go to the Scorpion.
Yeah, there's one dynamic out of that may prevent that from happening.
When has Bruin ever
party dynamics? The Alfredo's House of Welcome is about the place that kind of everybody is okay in.
When has Bruin ever considered Surian's comfort in his decision making? All right.
It's kind of less discomfort.
That's more reliable.
All right. So now that we're all together again, what's the plan now?
Are you hungry?
Well, I can always eat.
Yeah, same. So were we supposed to, could we have eaten the goblin, or is that like a no?
That's a no.
That's a no.
We tend not to eat sentient creatures that can talk and stuff.
Oh.
If it talks, you should generally avoid eating it.
Well, every day's a school day, I guess.
Barkeep, around for my friends.
Woo! Just some water for me, please.
I'll take hers.
So it'll be 6 silver for a round.
Awesome. I have money, thanks to Barty.
All your change comes in Electrum.
I hate you. I hate you so much.
Alright, so are we going after this stone tomorrow then?
Well, we need to hire Minervan's guide.
Oh, he's ready and waiting whenever we decide to leave.
Does anyone have anything else that they really need to do?
I would like to do one more day of training and mayhaps a visit to a tailor.
A tailor? That sounds fun. Training sounds good too. I could do a bit more myself.
Barty slams one fist into his palm. He's like, more?
Not that kind of training.
Mm.
But you can help.
Nice.
How about you, Harbard?
I can help. I'm thinking about doing some shopping.
Can I send you with a list? I have gold.
Oh,
I could use Barty for Barty could help me with training while you do that. It would really help if you're already going.
I mean, sure, but Barty, I might need your help as well. Do you know where I could get someone to make me a golden sickle?
Ooh.
Huh?
He's just drinking and eating.
Yeah, he finished his pint. And he's just staring at the bottom of it.
Another round. I'll take the silver off.
Where's your blacksmith friend?
Oh, he's and he's looking around the room that way. And he points at a wall.
Ooh. How about you should take Barty with you? I can do my training on my own.
I mean, we might as well just try on the way.
Okay. But yeah, like Barty's been there often enough. Like he can take you right there.
Yeah.
You know how to get there. You just can't describe how to get there.
No, he just walks there. It's one of those. It doesn't like remember landmarks and like road signage and that kind of thing. He just like he knows the road he's walked, so he can't like really explain it. But he's also never had to.
How about you, Assyrian?
No,
Isn't there like something you want to do? Get a massage or something?
No, not really.
Could loosen you up. A little tense in the shoulders there.
Oh, do you want me to loosen up?
I mean, if you want to.
Yeah, we can spar tomorrow.
No, I have different training to do tomorrow. I actually don't think you would enjoy it, to be perfectly honest.
I'm pretty sure I would enjoy it.
Okay, I'll be at the Scorpion.
Barty mumbles in his pint. Everybody gets to train and stuff and stuffing.
All right, we'll do that then. We'll take one more day of leisure, I guess, here, and then we'll see.
So what? Meet back here tomorrow night for dinner.
Nice.
Awesome.
Right. So with that, you can spend some more gold to stay another night in your various establishments.
It's half a gold for most places, for all the other places, right?
It's a gold per day for all of your expenses, unless you're staying at Alfredo's when it's 2.
Got it. Thank you.
We're in the floor.
Yeah, or nothing if you're in the floor.
Right, off we go.
So, Bruin, you are going to do some training.
Yeah, which will require some
Bruin,
heavy
you going
drinking.
to Scorpion to meet him.
No.
I take it you're not waiting to start, Bruin.
No, not in the slightest. I rise with the dawn and begin my day, and I start ordering drinks.
Alrighty, roll 2d6 for me, please.
That can't be right.
Nice.
Let's try that again. That's better.
Oh wow! So you spend 12 gold
Awesome.
on drink.
Fuck.
So I think you probably start off on some of the local brew, and then you ask if they've got fire wine.
Hell yeah.
And yes, they do, and they will bring it to you. And you start drinking. By fire wine, it's the fire wine beer.
Nice.
But you start drinking that, and it has a much stronger kick to it.
Hats off to the brewer.
Let's see, you are going for stillness of mind, right?
Yes. Stillness of mind.
So give me an intelligence and a wisdom check, please.
Oof.
Yeah. You can use inspiration to reroll those if you wish.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and use 2 inspirations, I guess, to reroll both.
Okie dokie.
Dear God. All right, come on, bro. You got this. Come on. God damn it.
Oh,
Hold on. Can I use another inspiration?
You can.
Fuck it. Why not? God damn it.
So you set to drinking, and this stuff is pretty strong. You're going through, and you feel that sort of attunement as you're starting to drink, but you get that bit of conversation going with the barman, and suddenly everything becomes clear, and you see a path. And this is it. And then the barman asks you if you like another drink. You say yes, and you down it, and you just lose that thread. It's just like that moment of clarity you sometimes have when drinking, when you have a great idea, which is actually, of course, garbage. But then you get talking with your friends, and then you're just like, what have I just been thinking about? You think maybe another drink will help, and maybe another drink, and maybe another drink. You spend quite a lot of gold. 12 gold on drinking is a lot.
Hell yeah.
You spend the whole day there at the Scorpion. You probably start doing some of your entertainment, some of your fighting style. And, the Scorpion, you're not famous, but certainly you're well known now by the regulars. and they kind of get to clapping and singing, and you can't really remember how the rest of the afternoon passes. But eventually, the evening comes around, and the rest of your party will show up. And just as you're starting to get out of the really drunk stage into the more lucid and slightly woozy part, you've probably had a bit of a sleep somewhere along the way. You don't see any of the regulars that you were talking to and drinking with earlier. Just give me a charisma saving throw, please.
All right. Charisma having spades, but not today.
All right. And give me a D100 roll. Ooh. When you wake, you feel your coin purse seems to be a little lighter than it was.
Son of a bitch.
By about 76 gold.
All right. Done.
Tia, you were also training, yes?
Yes.
And what are you training for?
I am going to train for teleportation circle.
Ooh.
Nice.
And I want to spend my 3rd level inspiration to nat 20 the roll.
You can do that.
So this is, can't spend inspiration to nat 20 your rolls and training. You can only spend them to either lower the DC or
okay.
reroll. And you've already lowered the DC on this. Oh, this is your next level.
Yeah, that's... in that
Okay.
case... okay, I try it anyway.
Go to your
And
goal.
are you
Inspiration go?
Are you spending inspiration to lower your DC for this level?
2 cards, please.
All right. Okay, give me an intelligence check and a performance roll, please.
Ooh.
Shopping. Harbar, do you want to do some shopping?
Yes. I was just looking for a golden sickle, or maybe commission it from that guy.
So, yeah, you can go to... I mean, actually, I think you've probably been past this way and seen Barty there before. Many others in the party have, so no problem at all. And Ahmed's is... it's a pretty gaudy stall anyway. He's not a quiet man, so it's pretty easy to find Ahmed. He's already set up shop by the time you get there, already touting his wares. And certainly when he sees he's Barty, there's a big welcome. He asks if Barty is coming back to work for him today, which I'm pretty sure Barty would politely decline.
Hubbard's basically going to be quiet, but I guess I'll start just because he's not here. Do you think I could get a golden sickle?
A golden sickle? This is a very... you have a job to do for a king or something?
Just personal work.
Barty, you have some very fancy friends. Golden sickle. Well, it is not something that I carry in stock, you understand. But maybe I could procure one for you, or maybe Barty could help make one.
Did you think you could do that, Barty?
Yes, you got I guess Barty would kind of shrug.
Yeah.
I mean, certainly Barty would not be used to working with gold.
Have you done much work with gold?
Ahmed looks at you and says, "Oh, my friend, I'm not a smith myself. I am a trader of all kinds of goods, mainly in the martial, the weapons and the armor, as you see." He kind of gestures around to all these various wares, which are of, it must be said, highly variable quality. You can see there's everything from very basic kind of daggers and spears up to this displayed proudly in the center of the stall, kind of at the top, actually, where the banners are, is the breastplate, which has, it looks like a new but kind of very homemade, customized sign, which makes various claims about the breastplate, which I'm not sure are entirely accurate, but...
He said you could maybe use the forge to make the golden sickle I want to buy.
Oh, yeah.
He doesn't actually have a forge as such. He's got some blacksmith tools and kind of more like a traveling workshop that you'd use to repair and kind of modify items, but not sort of forge them from scratch.
If it's primarily gold, he could easily make a crucible.
Well, a golden sickle, I believe, is not solid gold.
I mean, I don't need it to be perfect or anything. I just kind of need it for, like, ritual stuff.
A golden sickle is usually like a silvered weapon.
Yeah.
Because gold
Yeah.
is too soft itself to use as and heavy.
Maybe for you.
Barty could probably make it, but it would take him longer than normal because of what's available at Ahmed's shop. Because there'd be like extra things that he would need to do, like he'd need to go and get like a heap of clay, and he'd probably ask Tia to make a wooden model
Well,
of the,
Ahmed would actually order a sickle.
basically like galvanize it.
Yeah.
Give me again, 2d6 roll.
I got it.
Yeah, it's his local supplier, he thinks, 6 or 7 days to get the base sickle.
That could work. I don't know how long we're going to be gone, but it's probably going to be a lot longer than that.
And then give me an intelligence check with proficiency, Barty.
Okay, so that is...
That'll go well.
6. Seems appropriate.
Not on that one.
And just give me a D200 roll.
Okay.
Oh, God.
You're pretty confident it'll cost around maybe 200 gold to get, 200 gold's worth of gold to get enough to melt down to coat the blade effectively enough that then you would be able to sharpen the blade so it could actually be used. Even for ritual purposes, it needs to be sharp enough to cut twigs and stuff.
Yeah.
There'd be a fair bit of wastage in the gold, do you think?
You hear a lot of grumbling and snorting from Barty as he tries to process this information.
Ahmed
And then-
says to you as well, Barty, he said, so have you made any more thoughts on the plate?
My friends don't want me to sell it just yet. Gonna hang on to it. Ahmed, you're wonderful. You've done so much for me and my friends, and I will never forget that. And hopefully we come back through this town and you are still here, and I will have gifts for you. Whether it's my time or something that I can give for you. But you're nice. I like you.
Well, thank you, my friend, and you would always be welcome here.
Thanks. Then he slaps Harbard on the back. This guy's a bit weird, but he's great too.
Okay.
Oh, do you want me to get the sickle? It will be, my supplier, he has to come from a long way, and he needs his cut. It'd probably be 5 or 6 gold.
Okay. Yeah, fine. I'll give him 6 gold.
He looks at you and nods and says, yeah, 6 is probably good. But maybe able to, if I give him a little extra coin, maybe he will be able to get the shipment here a little sooner, you know.
I'm in no rush, but, Party likes you, so, I can make friends. I'll give him 3 more gold.
He looks at you and says, oh, well, I will make sure it is the best sickle that he can find, not some old farming piece of shit, yes?
Oh, thank you. I kind of lean over to Buddy. I did good, right?
Uh-huh.
Yes. Sickles are like 1 gold, right?
Yeah.
I think so, yeah.
I think that's 2.
It's awesome.
It's worth it when you're trying to make friends out of different guilds and stuff. Yeah, no, a sickle is 1 gold.
It's fine.
Oh, I've got 2 here.
Oh, really? Straight out of the handbook.
Huh.
But everything's double priced in this universe.
That is true.
Everything's double price, and you get half of it if you're trying to sell it.
Or quarter if it's been used.
Yeah.
Any more shopping?
There's no potions or anything like that, is there?
So if you make inquiries to potions, you always hear murmurs of the Hathran, that you need to go and see a Hathran member.
Right.
If you've got some ailments that need healing or that kind of thing.
Right. Okay.
You do also get some suspicious looks.
Potions are kind of magical. We can't really do that.
And then Barty shrugs and says, okay, that's fair. I was just thinking maybe we could get some healing potions. But if that's not okay, that's fine. I mean, we're big and strong, right? What do we got to worry about at all?
We'll be fine.
Oh, I hope so.
Did you give us a list of stuff brewed?
Yeah, we didn't cover that. I would have basically just asked for booze that keep.
Okay.
Booze that keep.
There's none that keeps,
Fine.
right?
Yeah.
There's none here that keeps.
Ask for fire, wine, beer.
Give me an investigation check at advantage with Bruin's input.
Right, I'll do that as well.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you have, mentioning fire, wine, beer, then there are several merchants, probably in the same it'll be in the main square where Ahmed is. I mean, there's a lot of merchants here, and you can every day that passes, there seems to be an extra one. As the weather is starting to turn slightly milder here, you seem to. There's a trickle more traffic, maybe. With that investigation check, you probably notice it. More travellers coming through. They seem to be gearing up for this the influx. Maybe influx is the wrong word. The increased trickle, the increased flow, footfall. And there are several places selling Rashemen fire wine.
Nice.
You can buy it. It's 2 gold a flask.
2 gold a flask. How big's a flask?
Oh, yes.
We covered it last time. It's 5 shots. No. Yes,
Gotcha.
because I was having 1 at breakfast, 1 at midday, 2 for dinner, 1 for dessert. Yeah, 5. So
And it's
5.
fire wine that lasts a week, right?
No, it lasts longer. It's fire wine beer the fire wine's very expensive. The fire wine beer lasts for a while, but it's just cheaper. It's mixed with the fire wine, right?
Yeah, so when you're talking to all of these people, they all talk about it as fire wine. Nobody talks about it as fire wine beer. It's 2 gold a flask. Flask is just a normal size flask that you would, like a pint of beer.
Okay, yeah, cool.
And they will talk about how strong it is, that Rashemen fire wine is renowned across Faerun, and there's a whole spiel that goes with it. Probably after the first place you go and find that it's so expensive, you try somewhere else, and they give you basically exactly the same pitch.
Barty will cross his arms and be like, I will give you 10 gold for 6 flasks.
Oh, Bruin would have given you 40 gold.
Give me a persuasion check, Barty.
Sure.
So you have 40 gold to play with.
40 gold, math, 5.
To start with, the merchant is like, oh no, this is Rashemen fire wine, very, very...
So that's 15, not 18.
Very strong, not to be trifled with. And then he, as you start talking and haggling, he looks at you and says, "Wait a minute, I know you. You're the Dragonborn that Ahmed knows, right, from his stall."
Yeah, Barty brings his shoulders back, not in pride, just in recognition, and he's like, "Absolutely."
Oh well, a friend of Ahmed is a friend of mine. Sure, you'll do 6 flasks for 10 as you're a friend. You're not like these tourists. I would not rip you off.
Then
not that I rip off the tourists, of course. It is a fair price, but a special deal for you.
Well, and he looks at his hands, and you can see him counting, and he's quite used to it, and all you can see is him flicking his claws, with flicking the claws on his thumbs with the other ones on his fingers as he counts, and then he says, "I have 40 gold, and all of it will go to you. I need as many flasks as I can. I think that's 24, if you're willing."
Tell you what, I give you 25 if you say you endorse my fire wine, yes?
Absolutely.
And he pulls out a piece of tarpaulin, he pulls out some paint from under the counter, a small brush, and starts to write on it. And he says, your name is...
My name?
Yes.
He stands up straight. My name is Bartimaeus Zallerprakton.
Okay.
But you can call me Barty.
Barty, Dragonborn, okay. And can I, maybe you put your handprint at the end, yes? If I paint on your hand, you put it on?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and he starts painting your hand with this black paint.
He licks the paint.
No. It is made of. It has things like cow dung. You do not want to.
Nah. He looks like a freaking child that realizes only after the fact that he shouldn't have done it, and so his tongue is still sticking out, but you can see the look of consternation on his face, and he's just like, eh.
I mean, it's not fresh. It's imported. It's very expensive, actually. A little bit of probably okay, especially for you. But yes, make sure you get all the claws on there, right? And yes, just put it there. That's it. Yeah. Oh, very good. Very good.
Wow.
And you can see he's got this kind of impromptu banner talking about how his fire wine is the strongest, as endorsed by Barty the Dragonborn, with your handprint afterwards.
Nice. Oh my God, Barty's becoming famous.
You come back in a couple of years, you start to, be able to buy merch, little dolls.
Sweet.
Barty's town.
Yeah, you're each getting your own town.
Oh God, I think this will end better than. Well, I don't know. Azurian seems a little bit more rigid, but like fairly successful. We'll go back, and it'll be like a militant town.
You're setting up the law for a whole new universe in a couple of 100 years, you realise. Yeah?
Yes.
Okay, so he gives you a couple of crates, 25 bottles of fire wine, as he
Sweet.
calls it. It is fire wine beer.
Ah, yeah. And is Harbard still with me? Is he watching this all unfold?
Yeah,
I
I
was
guess.
just kind of in the background.
That's awesome.
Well, you're really popular here.
It's only-
He puts up his arms. He's like, right? I don't know what's going on, but it's kind of fun.
See, an Azurian said it was a bad idea to work for fame.
Shrugs. It's nice to be like. Azurian should try it.
It's a nice change.
I'm sure you should try to be liked. Is what he just said.
Mm-hmm. Azurian's always so grumpy that he like pushes his like scaled brows down and just goes. He's always so. We need to do this, and I don't think that's a good idea. And then he just bursts out laughing. Where is he anyway? What else do we need to do? Can this
Well, I think-
actually go in the bag? Should I carry all of this? Harbor, where do you need to go now?
I'm good. I think we can just go find Bruin. I'll put the bottles in one at a time.
Okay. Well, I could just carry them. I don't mind.
Yeah, but
Maybe they
this is
should
going to
stay
be for
in
the
the
long
crates.
journey.
Well, it's not that long. We're inside the town.
6 hours later. Are you guys putting the stuff into the bag in the market?
Let's carry it to Bruin first.
I'll do the bag.
Nice.
I'll do the bag at the appropriate time.
We'll get lost and not find him.
All right. So, Tia, you had spent 2 inspirations of 19. So I think.
Does it count that I know other conjuration spells like Dimension Door?
Yeah, it does. So, yeah, you got a 19, didn't you? Which I think is exactly what you needed. So you spend quite a long time during the morning thinking about this. You've seen a teleportation circle before, way back in Neverwinter, and when you came through to Lurien. And you try and recall that, and your recent experience with using conjuration magic through the dimension door. You've got a good understanding of the concept of how this works, and it's just really a matter of practicing and going through. It takes you quite a bit of time. It's quite exhausting, quite taxing. You've got to think about this a lot and be very careful about how you craft the notes that you're going to use in your magic, how you actually draw this circle out. It's a very precise thing, but you're meticulous in your preparation. You've thought about this for quite a long time, and by the end of the day, you're confident that you could replicate a teleportation circle that the sigils that you've seen in other places from now on, and join to that through your own magic. So congratulations, you have teleportation circle.
Thank you.
Clap, 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 clap,
And,
clap, 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 clap.
Pretty good rolls.
Nice, Tia. Nice.
Yeah, because that was quite a difficult one.
Do you know any glyphs, or you learn some when you get the spell, don't you?
I learned 2 of the destinations, if I recall correctly.
Yeah, so the 2 ones that you would know would be the one in Lurien and the one in Neverwinter at Kylantha's.
That's right. I remember you looking at those.
So those are the 2 that you've actually used before and recall. So yeah, you're confident you've got a way back, a fast track back to Neverwinter. The only thing that you would need are you've got the theory of this. You're going to need some stuff to actually cast it.
Ooh.
So you
Sure.
need the inks and the chalks, which the spell consumes.
Yeah, I would try to buy them if I can. Maybe I ask Barty next time if he can point me somewhere.
Minervan and Azurian, are there anything you want to achieve on those days, or this day, before you meet up with the rest of your party in the evening? Or are you just going to chill?
I don't think
I'm good.
I have anything I need to do. So.
Yeah, me neither.
Azurian, just give me a charisma check, please.
Oof.
All right.
In the town, people grab their pitchforks to remove the demon amongst them. They just don't understand him like we do. He's not a monster, he just looks like one.
But he's beautiful.
You do get that, Azurian.
Tell it to bugger off.
So you can send a reply to the Sending Stone when you're your sent message, you could also send a message of your own each day.
Yeah.
So if you want to wait until you see the rest of your party in the evening and then send a message, you can, or you can just ignore it, of course.
Yeah, I'll probably send a message, but not straight away.
Right? Minerva, anything you would like to do?
No, I'm just milling about the tavern until we're ready to go.
So with that, you will complete those activities for the day, meet back up, this time in the Scorpion, where you will find a rather inebriated Bruin kind of propping up the bar, probably slightly asleep, his forehead kind of in a little pile of beer, maybe a little bit of drool on a tall bar stool, looking a little worse for wear.
Oh, hi guys. Don't mind me. I'm just here having a drink, getting robbed.
Huh?
I got
Did,
Lurien never showed up. I had to start without him. I perhaps had a moment of unconsciousness. And during that brief moment, someone ran away with some of my gold. 76 of pieces to be precise. That's a big number, Barty, by the way.
Well, let that be a lesson to you then.
Yeah. Oh well. I'll have to do it again. Do you get anything to drink, by the way? Oh, round for my friends. I'll mark off the silver.
Just water for me, please.
I'll have hers.
No, I'm good, thank you. But are you ready to speak to Leonid and get his services?
That's just general bar chatter in the background.
So fitting.
Nice Foley work.
Right, so we got a message as well from the Eye. Seems quite anxious of us getting going, and I don't know, does anyone have anything they want to say to that, or should I just reply whatever?
You haven't said what they said.
Also,
But they're asking where we are and that they are getting concerned about progress.
No, let's go. Let's go.
not that I'm saying we shouldn't do what we're going to do anyways, but how well do you know and trust this Eye?
I mean, she's been pretty trustworthy up until this point.
So it's more like this is a one-off and not the norm.
Yeah, this is very new.
Okay. You just have to understand, from my perspective, it's been kind of a shit show.
Yeah.
But
Although,
her
this
intentions don't matter. What matter is our intentions with the stone. We find it, we ask it our questions, and then we can decide what to do with it.
it's a good plan.
So what do we reply?
Working on it. Hold your horses.
Perhaps something a bit more formal.
We're working on it. Hold your horses. Sincerely.
Just say we've been delayed by unforeseen circumstances and that we will be continuing our search for the stone in the next few days.
With the right preparation.
Ask if she's an aboleth or being controlled by one.
If she was, I don't think she'd respond.
Okay.
You can do that if you want,
Can I do it now?
Sure,
I'll do
I'll
it
hand
now.
him the stone.
That's going to be our one message for the day.
I grab
Are you
Harbard.
an aboleth?
If you're going to send a message, type it out.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Harbard knows what to send. He's wise in things like this. I should swallow my coffee before I see what he types. I love the message Harbard sends. It conveys everything we wanted.
I remember the cards I got. Let's see if Alex does.
What cards?
I don't want to know if I'll give it away. You never know who's listening. Reminds me, do you remember your cards, Zhurian?
Somewhat. I don't pay too much attention to the Celestials.
What a stroppy lady.
Aren't they supposed to not be able to do wrong? Why is she being so
What?
mean?
Give me an insight check. How about?
This will go well.
Harbard, remember, we don't hear anything, right? It's only in your head.
Okay, dinner secrets, please. How about?
Okay.
With Barty's hookup, I could get almost 75 more bottles of beer. In theory, that would just be
That's
crazy.
not why he sold his armor.
To be fair, 76 of it is now helping this town, and you love this town. And by helping it, it's been stolen by someone who will likely spend it within the community.
Mm-hmm.
It's just nice to be liked. It's like this realm is just nicer. The last one, everybody was mean.
Is that the one you guys had to flee?
It wasn't friendly.
That is not her.
I thought so. It sounded so strange.
She's way too defensive. She was just like, don't waste my time. Fight the evil. It's she's just not acting like herself.
So does that mean we're not going to the place then?
Why would that stop us?
I mean, we can at least check it out.
Well, does that mean we've been operating under false pretenses for like a while now, or what?
Barty, you can give me an insight check as well, please.
Oh boy.
Damn.
Oh, shit. Den of Secret. Well, actually, no, because this would...
Yeah.
Barty's wearing his heart on his sleeve. No, we'll Den of Secrets it and you can see what you want to say.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if anyone knows, it should be Harbard. He's the one who's been talking to her the most.
Yeah.
Oh, have you?
I've always kind of been like the teacher's pet for her, I guess.
And she totally seemed different from the one who saved me.
Yeah.
Yeah, something's fishy about this. But
Yeah,
it is, so.
One of the ways he described it was it's like they're trying to act like a description of a person.
Pod.
So
It's a pod. She's a pod person now.
But how could they recreate the tent and everything, And
I mean, from our memories, I guess.
Ooh, like
we
maybe
all
she's
had that big memory.
Barty just kind of
thing.
squints at Harbard's
yeah.
description of what's
could you
what he's
perhaps try and make contact with the relay, Harbard?
I can try.
What
Yeah,
I
think,
can do is, if I have the right ingredients, get us back to either Neverwinter or Balure.
Ooh, that
No,
sounds.
Exactly. Well, it might take a little while, but I can do that with the right ingredients.
I've never been there. That sounds like fun.
Well, it's good that we have a quick way back, but I think we need to figure out more what's behind all this now.
Are we really talking about giving up a chance to know the secrets of the multiverse?
No, that's just what I said. We need to. It's good that we have a quick way back, but we should figure out this before we give up on it.
Figure out the secrets
I'd
of
at
the
least like to know
multiverse.
where this thing is. If it's not safe in there, it could easily fall into their hands. So it might be best if we have it.
See where this leads,
Fair.
But if it's well guarded, I mean.
Ta-da!
If it's treasure, we're getting it and we're keeping it.
Well,
But we're not giving it to this guy. Oh, sorry. The eye is a guy. The one that you were talking to, not the real eye.
yeah. So whatever we're doing, so if we're doing it, and I guess Minerva should speak to the guide person then to be ready in the morning, and then we'll see, right?
Before we go, I would like to try and purchase the ingredients needed if we are in need of a quick travel back. I don't know how long it takes until we find another town that is as welcoming to us as this one.
Yeah, for sure. And also, if you can, Harbard, try and contact the eye,
And if any, yeah.
I mean, I'll think about it. The last time I did it, I was just kind of meditating on it.
Yeah.
But
Well,
I'll try it tonight, I guess.
yeah, if you could try at least, All right.
Anything else you would like to do as you're having this discussion?
Probably eat something.
Order food.
I think Harbard's gonna drink.
Ooh.
I'll join
He
you.
doesn't drink often. But hey, it might help with the dreams.
Harbard, great idea. I'm going to let you pay for this round, though, after losing 76 gold.
You can have my drink. I'm sticking to water.
Excellent.
So if you're all eating and drinking here at the Scorpion, it'll be 12 silver pieces for the drinks and the food.
2 gold it is.
Bruin, give me an investigation check, please. Quick Den of Secrets, please. So as you're drinking, maybe you get up to go to the privy or something to get away from the party a little bit, make some of your inquiries. You see a few Thieves' Cant kind of symbols inscribed in various places. Probably near the privy, actually, give you directions. Just you think that if you did it anywhere else, you probably might get you in trouble. But the Scorpion seems like the kind of place that you'll notice. You do. You don't really pick up anything from that, but you do find a couple of guys who were drinking here earlier, and yeah, they do say that they saw a shifty guy near you who was drinking with you very briefly, and then kind of disappeared off. Didn't look like a regular. Didn't look like he was Rashemen. Yeah, it could be him. I haven't seen him since.
They have.
It was only a few hours ago, but yeah, you might want to look out for him. Kind of human, long dark hair, kind of nondescript clothes, kind of person that would fade into the background. Probably that's why he's good at what he does.
So human, dark hair, nondescript. Anything else?
Yeah.
Tattoos, anything?
No, he was wearing like robes with a hooded cloak, kind of quite common, especially this time of year. You wouldn't pick him out, even in a group of like 20 people. He could be one of a dozen.
Got it.
But that's the only person they can think. Everybody else they knew. You were being accepted and doing a few drinks and a bit of your martial prowess, your drunken mastery. But he was the only person that they can recall that kind of stood out.
Got it.
As not being part of that.
Cool.
But yeah, they're sorry. They make various apologies. Rashemen wouldn't do that. We believe in honor and stuff, even though it's a rough place. A lot of that kind of thing. Like a bit like if you get your wallet stolen in New York or London and stuff. People are like, it's not really like this. Our town's not like this. There's a few bad people, that kind of thing.
I say, it's I never thought it was your folks, and I buy them around.
They'll actually, they buy you a drink actually instead. When you lost your money, we'll get you a drink. So
good guys. And so I'll head back to the table. I assume I walked away from the table with a drink in hand, so I'll come back with.
Just you went to the trivia or made another excuse.
Of course. So I come back with 2 drinks.
Yes, we can go back to main chat. Ruin, as you're all together eating your meal, the ring speaks to you in Halfling, Barty's ring. Quick dinner secrets.
Oh,
actually, does anybody else speak Halfling?
No.
No. Okay, so just Bruin. Hey, Bruin.
What?
Do you notice how, like, when Barty speaks, like, nobody listens to him?
Sometimes.
I think that wouldn't happen with you and me, Like, he was trying to say something before, and everybody ignored him, and I would have said something, but he's kind of, you've been mean to me, you guys, so I don't think I should, but if you had me, I don't think that would happen, because people listen to you.
Sometimes.
You know what? They would listen to you even more if I was your ring.
Maybe, but also, I'm kind of, I like to have some privacy, and I feel like having you on my finger would make that difficult. Plus, also...
No. I can make it even more private. I've made people who've tried to do magical things to Barty before, and I've made it so that they can't. They've tried to listen in on him and stuff, and I've stopped that happening.
I'm going to be honest with you.
Ask him.
No, I'm honest with you. You're pretty cool and all, but I'm also worried you might be maybe like an evil Kirsty and try to eat my soul.
I'm not evil.
You're probably not, but why do you eat gold? That's weird.
Why do you eat food? It's weird.
Huh. I guess I hadn't thought of it that way. Well, how much gold do you need, per day? Because I'm generally not very flush with coin.
Yeah, but the party isn't. They'd listen to you and you could give me gold.
What happens if
they don't need much gold. They've got loads of gold that they don't need.
What happens if you don't get gold? Will you die? Or eat my finger?
No, I don't eat people. I just can't do all my awesome stuff. That's why I haven't been more awesome, because I'm just not getting enough gold.
I see.
Gold fuels magic.
Okay, I'll make you a deal. I'll wear you, and I'll give you some gold to start off, and then I'm just going to trickle for now until I get a better income. And then once I have better income, more gold. So you have to give me time and understand that it is coming. Because one day, you and me, baby, we're going to be Koch brothers rich, all right?
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
And where is the ring? Isn't it in the is he still wearing it, or is it in the bag?
No, it's on Barty's finger, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, okay, we can do this in main chat.
To actually take it off at all.
We can I'm going to do something in main chat. I'm going to put my finger to his finger. I'm just going to ask him, Barty will do it just because I say. I'm going to touch our 2 fingertips together and see if the ring comes onto my finger. I'll allow it if it tries.
All right. Barty's ring starts yabbering away in Halfling to Bruin, who speaks to it a bit.
Hey, Barty. So you know that finger with the ring on it? Can you point your finger at me?
And he does so.
And I take my finger, my pinky finger, and I touch the tip of it to Barty's pointed finger.
And as
Like
you do that,
E.T.?
Bruin, the ring, it's almost like it flows from Barty's finger to yours.
Uh-huh.
Whoa.
It sort of resizes, and it is now on your finger.
It worked, Barty.
Huh.
Oh, hey, now you're the blessed one.
Oh, yeah?
And the ring announces to everybody in common, I am now the ring of Bruin. Please refer to me as that.
Okay.
And I'm going to pump 17 gold into it.
And it's quite a weird thing, Bruin, as you bring the gold near the ring, which is relatively small. It looks big on your finger, but it's certainly smaller than it was on Barty's finger. The mouth expands to the size of the gold coin. And it's very similar to putting gold or other items into the bag of holding.
Oh. Well, this is different. Barty, you're not, this is okay, right? Like, you're not upset that this happened?
He shrugs.
Because earlier you were okay with it. I just assumed
Uh-huh.
I assume that still held.
Yeah.
Hey, Bruin, it doesn't matter.
It does matter because Barty's my friend.
Yeah, but he's a bit boring.
Barty's not boring.
Eh.
Minervan's boring, but that's because he goes to sleep
Oh,
after
yeah.
having his half of piece of toast for
He's really
breakfast.
boring. Look at him, he's so old.
As I shakily bring a mug up to my mouth and attempt to drink it.
Look at him. Hey, Bruin, nudge him so he spills it.
No, I can't do that. He's my friend too.
Oh, don't be a Barty.
Shh, quiet now. And I put my hand in my pocket.
You know, Barty's really popular in this town.
I know. It's really
Did
impressive.
everyone know that?
Well, I mean, he told me how you I just ignore it. He told me how he was able to get all that fire wine brew. That's impressive. Did you get your gold sickle?
No, he's got to get the sickle, and then Barty's gonna like put the gold on it.
Oh. Just pretend he isn't there. And I toss 2 more gold into my pocket.
And I keep drinking.
This ring's expensive, but that's okay. He would have alerted me to someone trying to rob me.
Yeah,
Take a nap.
all right, sweet.
Okay, Assyrian, we're gonna do it. We're gonna get on the road. But what are we supposed to do about your fake eye?
Well, we'll see if Harbard can make contact with the eye tonight. But I actually agree with Minerva. It would be good to know what this is, you know? And
Yeah.
why someone is going to so many lengths to try and get us to get it.
What about the guy who the one who I was working for, kind of, who you guys really hate? Do you think it could be him?
Would be impressive. It would cost them a lot of resources to do what they did. So
Well, I'll tell you right now, resources is not something that him and his group are short on. I don't know what something like this would entail, but I guarantee you, if resources is what would hold most people back, it wouldn't hold them. I mean,
Yeah.
they funded my expedition, and I honestly don't think they really thought there was much likelihood of it succeeding, but just on the off chance they were willing to risk it.
Wait a minute. Are you talking about the wizard and stuff?
No,
Okay. I thought you were talking about the guy that was talking to Harbard.
no. I was talking about, and I look around and I whisper to the group, Kalishar.
Oh, that guy.
Yeah.
The wizard that I'm thinking of works with them as well. They're a
Oh.
jamming group.
Yeah, they're pretty big.
seems so.
But yeah, maybe it's them because you said that like some of you have personal things with them, like long standing. So maybe, I don't know. I'm just saying because we all seem to share that in common. So maybe?
But
Hmm.
either way, they should probably know that we would catch on to it sooner or later. So makes me question what their motives really are.
Do you think they know we've caught on to them? Then we should be extra careful because maybe they have things in place, whoever they are, to, I don't know, harm us or try to kill us while we sleep, that sort of thing.
From
Getting robbed
Not-
is bad enough, but getting killed in your sleep would be a heck of a lot worse.
Well, it made me curious though on why they're so desperate to get this.
And when we do get this thing, we should be especially careful. Maybe they'll have some way of detecting we have it.
I mean, that's even if we choose to take it.
Maybe put it in the bag and forget about it.
I pull my hand out of my pocket. What?
You guys are all so dumb.
Okay, then you tell us who it is.
I'm not telling you.
See? Because you don't know.
How much will it take?
Wait. What do you want to know?
We want to know who's faking to be your eye friend.
200 gold.
200
that's the wizard.
gold.
Why didn't you just ask me?
How do you
I thought it
know?
was an aboleth.
No, it's the same guys that were trying to bug me. The
Barty
ring knows.
doesn't
He's
know.
just hungry.
Oh, the ring of ruin stopped before from scrying on us.
Same guy.
Oh.
Yeah.
200 gold, I'll tell you.
Do you remember that he's working
No,
with
don't
the
listen to
dude?
Barty. He's just... You know how dumb Barty is.
That's
Barty's
magic. You know him, right?
famous.
Barty crosses his arms. He's like, you know him, right?
You got loads of gold. Seems silly not to just give it to me, just to, know the stuff.
Yeah, I think you're right, but he must be working with the aboleths then. Because the
Well, we know
aboleths
they're
were the
all
only people.
We know they're all connected, you know.
One big happy evil family, huh?
But the aboleths were the only things that saw us in that area.
But they're probably all communicating and working together. I mean, I don't know if they share exactly the same goals with everything, but I mean, if this is just a ruse to get us sidetracked and do the mission we're planning on doing, then it's pretty elaborate one.
And working, apparently.
You guys can all give me an Arcana check at disadvantage. Apart from Tia, you can just give me a straight roll, and Minervan as well can give me a straight roll.
Nailed it.
Oh,
Wow.
Wow.
I love that.
It's because
The
Minerva.
opposite ends of the scale there for the two people who
It's-
actually know about this shit.
It's because Minerva actually had some booze.
Tia,
And so
speaking about this, so aboleths and mind flayers, the only thing really that they share is that they are both aberrations. They both have association with the far realm. And they both, I guess, have organized societies. But that's about the only two things that really link them.
Interesting.
I don't really think that the Aboleths and the Illithids are working together.
Well,
What do you-
no, the last time we talked to Unky Weebu, he didn't know who Firemaster was.
Exactly. And they seem to have a grander scheme of things, a bigger scope that exceeds these realms.
Tia, with that Arcana check, you also kind of are reminded, or thinking back on your journey, there have been an awful lot of aberrations. Thinking back to your recent encounter with that flying polyp and the gibbering mouthers, where you met Firemaster, the Grix. There's been a lot of things with tentacles. It may be a coincidence, but it strikes you as slightly odd.
I mean, we know that there are different groups within the groups we're fighting.
Yeah,
against.
but maybe they are connected. What if? Just hear me out. This is just brainstorming. What if the Illithids had ways to infiltrate the Aboleths?
That's terrifying.
You know, we've been fighting all these tentacle creatures, and I remember Uncle Rio talking to me about making more of them, and we still don't know what happened to Turk.
I mean, the
So-
thing is, we're trying to stop them from reshaping the world, you know, and they're
Exactly.
trying to make this world more hospitable for them, I guess, you know, their
Yeah.
allies.
That doesn't sound
Kind of terraforming.
good at all.
No, it's not good at all.
That's why they wanted to poison the world, so it would be easier to flood it.
Yeah.
How long have you guys been fighting these things?
For a while now. Few months at least, almost
Yeah.
half a year.
Wow.
Sounds about right.
A little bit more maybe. But the information we receive is very hard to come by, and mostly it's through fighting our enemies that we learn certain things. So,
Exactly.
but my suspicion is that a couple of these outer planar creatures have a bigger agenda that I honestly don't think we can comprehend. The reasons why they want to do this and why they want to drown the world and reshape it or whatever, and how that comes along with this cult of pestilence. I mean, I'm pretty sure they have their own differences as well, but that makes me curious why they sent us to try and find this Stone of Golorr, you know?
I mean, if there's an aboleth inside of it, they probably want to get the aboleth out of there, right?
Probably. Or the information it contains.
Possibly, but why don't they use better agents for the job, you know?
Well,
People that...
maybe they consider us the better people to do it. Or they just want us out of the way.
Or maybe
Can
whatever
we
trapped the
want-
aboleth can trap them, and they're not willing to risk it.
How long do we think that these whatever this has been like? They're the ones who. Never mind. Keep going.
There's
Shall
also
we
like
go?
no water here, so there's no way for them to get here.
You sure about that? Remember how they just disappeared from the monastery in Bellure? Maybe they have the same means of doing that like I do now.
So we believe that one of their kin is trapped within this stone.
Sounds like
That's
it.
what Minervan said.
Do we have any grounds to believe this?
Just what Leonid told me.
In any case, I'd like to go talk to the Faerun tomorrow again and maybe get a couple of things before we get going.
So one more day in town.
Well, how much time does Harvard need to attain his sickle?
That's gonna be on the way back. I don't know how long it's gonna take Barty to make it, but
You sure there is a way back here? So far, we've come back to a place we've been to.
Ooh.
I mean, it's fine. I mean, it's not like we're leaving Barty behind.
You can usually pick up a sickle most places for a gold or two.
Wait, what?
Yeah, you can get them all over the place. I'm surprised you can't just find them lying around here. Go to any farming town.
Have you seen any farms around here?
Well, no, not here. I just meant like as a general rule.
Either way, I don't think we should be dilly-dallying too long, you know?
You're probably right. One day shouldn't hurt though for Tia.
I mean, does it take the whole day to try and find wares to buy?
I hope not. I'll make it as quick as I can.
So if you find those things fairly early, then we can head out, because as I said, I don't think it's a good idea to stay too long.
Agreed. But I think we should have the necessary preparations for a proper leave.
Oh, plus we gotta get Minervan's guy again. Always forget about that guy.
That's easy.
So I'd say we take the following day to prepare for our leave, and then we'll be on our way.
Okay. So you're going to take one more day in Mobtan?
Yeah, I probably going to the familiar Faerun shop to talk to them again. And after that, depending on how successful I am there, I'm going to find a tailor.
Oh, right. I forgot. You did mention that, Taylor.
All right. So you have your conversations and with various drinks. You have your meal, make your plans, decide to stay one more night, and you'll want to spend your coin for your accommodations as before. And in the morning, Tia, you can head off to the familiar Faerun shop. Are you going by yourself, or is anybody going with you?
I'd probably take Harbard with me if he doesn't mind, because
Sure.
he well
Night
acquainted
is-
with the Faerun.
Also that night, is Harbard trying to get in touch with the Eye?
Kinda. I got drunk, so I would be able to fall asleep and fall into a deep sleep, and hopefully have some kind of vivid dream or vision, almost like a ceremony.
Bruin understands and respects what you are doing.
Are you actually casting a spell or anything, or is this just you're hoping to get...
Blind faith.
All right.
I'll assist him in getting jacked up.
Give me a give me a wisdom check at disadvantage, Hubbard.
You're drinking too slow, Harbard. Here.
Actually, wisdom. Yeah, you have some vivid dreams, but they involve really strange. Like Bruin's there, but he's got the mouth of the ring, and they end up getting in a fight with Barty. And then there's Minervan there as well, but it's sort of not Minervan. He's kind of got Leonid's face, and it's just really weird, crazy, drunken, mixed up dream.
And none of us are wearing pants.
Oh, not again.
So is this your reoccurring nightmare?
Chuck's the only one wearing pants.
Yeah, what I should have said is you just have the dream again. The usual dream.
It's actually kind of a nice dream. I usually have nightmares about the end of the world. But yeah, I'll tell Azurian in the morning that I got nothing.
Well, that's poppycock.
I mean, she might not even know where we are.
Yeah, we're not having great fortunes with our allies.
Well,
Fortune.
it comes down to that we are our allies. And I consider myself very fortunate in that regard.
All right, well, let's see if we can get what we can and finally get the move on.
Right. How about, would you like to come along? I'd like to talk to the Heathran.
Sure. You mean the people at the lodge?
I would have gone to the shop I've been to, but maybe you can get me there.
What do you need?
I was going to attain some stuff from my spells, and I would like to see if they have something, so we maybe can come back here.
Well, you've already been seen with me. We can try. I mean, you're better at talking to them than I could be, so they'll probably just ask you to do the rites. But let's see.
Okay, let's give it a try. And also, I would like to confirm something.
All right. So you go to the Hathran. Do you want to do this in Den of Secrets, or are you okay for it in general chat?
So let's go.
Okay.
Okay, Den of Secrets, please.
Farewell, comrades.
Farewell.
To save time, what? Are you still there, Barty?
Huh?
Oh. Okay, Barty. I need your help in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. It's not fun. It's not exciting. But it's important. So, I'm trying. It's complicated. But basically, I need to drink a lot tomorrow. What I need you to do is make sure that if I pass out again, no one robs me blind again. Can you do that? It would mean a lot to me.
Yeah.
And then when it's all over, I'll buy you 2 rounds.
Okay.
And you can have Tia's.
Nice.
So that's 4 rounds for you.
Nice.
All right. It's a deal. Yeah?
Uh-huh.
Awesome.
But is that it?
That's
Is
it.
that all you know?
That's pretty much it. Yeah. I almost had it yesterday. You know that moment when you're like about ready to vomit from drinking too much, but not quite. And like everything's perfect. And I almost had it again. And then I went a little bit too far. But I think I can do it tomorrow. But it's always a risk.
Okay. Yeah, you shouldn't let anybody rob you.
Well, I mean, generally I wouldn't, but I was, again, unconscious, so I couldn't really prevent them from stealing 76 gold, which I feel bad about, because you gave me the gold, so it's kind of like they robbed from you. Yeah, you basically got robbed.
Who did this?
Well, I was asking around a little bit when I went to the can earlier, and I was talking to a couple guys. They didn't have much useful information. They said, not a local, so an outsider. Was it some human, dark-haired? They said he was wearing robes and a hooded cloak, but he was pretty much, he wasn't really describable. He was just pretty common, they said. So, wondering if he's a passing thief coming through, what with bigger, slight influx of people lately. I guess warmer weathers.
Sounds like Minervan.
No, but I think maybe someone who's not a geriatric.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Wait, who's Jerry?
No, geriatric means old people.
Old people.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
They have to be careful. They can break their hips. Do you have hips?
He sort of like does a bit of a back and forth. He's like, I think so.
Brewer probably just start poking around on you. Yeah, I think those are hips.
All right. Huh.
Minervan, touch this. This is a hip, right?
A what?
A hip.
He falls over.
What am I touching?
Here. Right here. Barty's hip. Is this a hip? Like, he's a lizard. Is he a lizard? Are dragons
but-
lizards?
I'm not a dragon.
No,
lizard.
I assume it's a hip. Why are you asking me?
Because you're the smart one. I don't know. You're like, you're a wizardy guy. Don't you have to read books and like study skulls and things?
I've never studied a skull before.
Oh, don't you do that sort of thing to like learn about things? But you like learn about everything.
Yes, but no.
Yes, but no.
Minervan's gonna help me find stuff. Magical stuff.
Do you like libraries, Minervan?
Well, of course, who doesn't?
I just look at Barty.
What?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not a huge fan of libraries. I've spent enough time in them, but I'm not a big fan. How about you?
Books are good. I find blueprints there.
Interesting take.
Well, sometimes you can take the books.
Yes, sometimes you can. Most of the books I read were on plants, fungus. Pretty boring, actually.
I think a fungus is like I don't know, some kind of vegetable, right?
No,
Oh, I thought you could eat it.
you can eat it.
Ah.
Well, some of them. Some of them will do some
So
really
it's not-
crazy things, though. You should
So
be
it's
careful.
Not meat, right?
It's not meat. No, it's like a plant.
So yeah, so it's a vegetable, right?
Sure, Barty, it's a vegetable.
Okay,
Except some of these
I thought so.
some of these vegetables will make you trip balls, so you should be careful. Some of them can kill you. Although I don't know about you. I've seen you eat some pretty gross things.
Well, when you're hungry, it's tough to be picky, I guess.
Is it though?
Hmm?
Like, okay, hold on. And I start digging through my pockets. It's in here somewhere. Hold on. Ah, here we go. Okay. So I pull out a vial and it's kind of nasty, pussy, chunky looking. I'm like you would never eat that under any circumstance, right?
What is it?
Doesn't matter, right? Usually if you're hungry enough, you can't be picky. So like not knowing what it is, but knowing that it has some calorie value, if incredibly minimal. Would you eat it if you were really hungry?
He just shrugs. I won't know until I'm really hungry.
Okay. It's a
I'm
Harbard.
always kind of hungry.
Don't tell
I
Harbard,
don't know.
but it's a vial of pus from him.
Ugh,
Exactly.
that's gross.
Well, I thought maybe I could use it in the recipe or something.
Recipe of what?
You keep a secret?
Yes?
I'm trying to unlock the powers of cheese.
Barty doesn't let on that he's not entirely sure what cheese is.
Exactly. So that's why I need to keep it quiet. Although, to be fair, it may not be known around here. I have yet to see a halfling up here. And obviously, why would anyone not a halfling care about it, right?
Again, Barty just shrugs.
So what are you gonna do all day, Assyrian?
Sulk.
You don't have to sulk.
I do.
Is it part of your? It's part of your oath.
No, it's part of his diet.
You could go shopping with Tia. Maybe get like, I don't know, like a gem to put in your sword or something. I mean, or your armor. Maybe you could get it all shinied up, get it all buffed and polished. You'd be even more.
Good.
You'd be even more impressive. It's like putting on a suit. You'll just feel better.
I mean, have you seen my cloak? It's pretty awesome.
It is. It's actually very impressive. It's
It
honestly
is.
the nicest cloak I've ever seen.
It is. I know this.
Did you get it? Like, did you kill the creature it came from, or?
I certainly did.
That's awesome. You should have Tia make a song or something about it, or a poem, or a ballad,
Maybe next time I kill a creature, you know?
like a big one.
Or a small one like you.
Yeah, but I'm hard to kill. So, what's the one thing you've always wanted to fight? You know, like a dragon or
Except you? Well,
something that like not anyone can fight.
I don't know. I don't really think about those things. I'm more concerned with, making the world somewhat livable again.
Why?
Why?
Yeah, why?
Because I do not wish the world to end.
Okay. I'm asking here not to be an ass. So like, people kind of aren't a huge fan because of the whole, not so nice, technically evil god you kind of follow, right?
It's all about perspectives in my mind.
Right, and I'm cool with that. I get that. What I'm saying is like, so what is your perspective?
All right, let's try and explain this simply. Sometimes you have a leader in a country and he's horrible, right?
Yep, been there.
And he's doing all sorts of evil and stupid things. And you have sworn to fight for the country, but not the man. So out of loyalty, you try to make this land a better place and a more livable place, but you still have to accept that it's run by a evil person you don't agree with.
Interesting. So, like, accepting the bad and just trying to make it as good as you can within that framework.
Sort.
No wonder you sulk all the time. You should really have a drink. Wait, out of character, are paladins immune to poison too?
Yep.
So you can't get drunk?
No, they're not. They're not.
They're not. Okay.
They're immune to diseases, I think.
Oh, okay, that was it. Yeah.
Let's see here. I have it somewhere. Where is it? Divine health. Yeah. Immune type 2 disease.
Okay.
But I have spells that can make me immune to poisons, or at least very protected against poisons.
Right.
You can cure them as well.
Yeah, he did that.
Huh?
He did that to me when I was bugging him. The first time we were in town and I got real drunk, and then he just put his hands on me and made me sober. So I had to go spend more money to get drunk real quick.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well played, sir.
How about you, Bruin? How do you see yourself in the cosmos and everything? Enlighten me. My mind is ready to be baffled by your genius insight.
Baffled? Maybe. I don't know. I never really thought about it much. Honestly, I guess in my own way, different from yours, I suppose, actually vastly different, want to make the world a better place. But through drinking. It's something a lot of people do.
I mean, drinking and getting drunk and such has never done anything wrong in the world, right?
Exactly. Actually, that's not true. But that's why I'm trying to work with different ingredients to come up with like the perfect drink. It could change everything.
Right. Slightly different perspectives, but
Exactly. Hey, under your system, right, you're gonna have like chain gangs and stuff like that. So when those people go home, they want to drink. So my part of making the world a better place is giving those people in your world the best drink they can possibly have while living under crushing oppression.
Well, either way, I think it's important to make your own choice and your own path in this world,
Cheers.
Cheers. When you get that drunk and you just start to like, hey, I want to talk about something, and you think you're like talking about like super deep issues and stuff.
You're talking about farts.
Yeah. Like, isn't it amazing how a fart actually gets created, Like, it's amazing.
I like to imagine a Syrian getting drunk and just hugging everyone.
No.
I love you guys. I love everyone. And just like hugging people.
Yeah.
Thanks, man. I love you, man.
Yeah, exactly. Minervin. I think Minervin fell asleep. He had 2 whole mouthfuls.
Yeah, he's just laying there snoring, Like old man style snoring.
Cup's like cup is still 90% full.
Just a bit of slobber on the side of his mouth,
Yeah.
And Bruin and Assyrian and Barty just watches that slobber like move up and down as he breathes, Totally fascinated.
Like, when's it gonna hit the table? Oh, not this time.
Tia and Harbard go off in the morning. What would the rest of you guys like to do whilst they go and meet the Hathman?
I think we were just having a drink and talking about life, really.
And then, and then
Yeah.
in the morning, Barty was going to make sure I don't get robbed when I potentially pass out,
Yeah.
and I'm
Right, okay.
and I'm going to attempt to spend the day doing all that stuff.
Okay, give me your 2d6 again, Brune. Okay, this time you were pacing yourself a little bit better. You decide not to start on the fire wine, just to go with the regular brew,
And
which of course is much cheaper. You think maybe longer, just steady drinking might be the way to achieve what you want.
tweaking the formula a bit.
Yeah, rather than just going, full out. Yeah, so go ahead and give me your checks again.
Intelligence and oh fuck me. Not today, folks.
And whilst it's great to have some drinking buddies, it kind of also is a bit of an issue because you just keep getting distracted. So Barty has some cool tales to tell, you have some cool tales to tell, and you just basically spend... It's a day of drinking with your buddies. And kind of, towards the end of it, you're just like, oh yeah, I was meant to be kind of finding inner peace and balance.
Sounds like it was a win-win sort of day. Either I was going to find inner peace, or I was going to have a drinking day with my friends. Either way, I win.
Yeah, it's a pleasant day. It's just not big drinking. It's just kind of, you're there sipping your beer, chatting away, you have your meals. Yeah, so it's just a pleasant time.
Nice.
Barty, are you going to pace him, or are you just going to...
No, I have a job.
Yeah, so he was intentionally not drinking until
Okay.
later, and then once I realized that, like, oops, too late, then I'll be like, Barty, our job today is done. You're all set to drink. And then our deal was I'm buying 2 rounds for the group tonight, Alex, and then he gets Tia's drinks because I already know what she'll say.
Okay.
So he gets.
So just give me it'll be 12 silver for
Yes.
the drinks. Actually, probably you get a bit of a discount because you're well known here, so gold for the drinks for those couple of rounds.
Got it.
Okay, Tom and Zev, what are Azurian and Minervan doing?
Nothing. Just waiting till we're ready.
Yep.
Minervan's probably reading.
No.
It's a little past lunchtime when Tia and Harbard make their way back and join the rest of you.
Did you find out what you were looking for?
Not really. They don't sell that kind of stuff here. But they may have it in Immelmar, which is to the west of here. And I can talk to one of the more experienced Hathran sometime tomorrow, if you could spare the time.
I look at Assyrian.
Zurian, Barty, Minervan, Bruin can all give me an insight check, please.
Sure.
I'm rolling for shit tonight. Thank God we don't have combat yet.
Yep, all's good.
So, are we ready to go or not?
I've been ready for days.
Personally, I'm fine at either way at this point. I know, and I don't know about the rest.
We got this.
We're gonna prep to leave then.
All right.
Hiring that guide and such.
So do I have time to talk to the Hathran tomorrow, or are we leaving right
Didn't you
away?
just speak to them?
I spoke to a younger one of them who said she was not as experienced as the one I talked to before. You've met both of them.
Yeah, I don't think we need to speak with them, really.
But I do.
Give me an insight check, Azurian.
I like that, but I do.
I fucking love this game.
You pick up. Tia is sort of looking at you in a strange way as you're not quite sure what it is.
Well, all right. If people still want to do business here, go ahead. I'm just gonna wait in this inn until you all are ready to leave. The world can wait a few more days, I suppose.
I did say it was kind of worth us going there. They're not gonna have any teleport circles or anything, right, Minervan?
Who?
The elders here.
Not likely.
They do druid stuff. They don't like magic.
All right, fine. I guess I can just wait and see.
You sure, Tia?
Yeah, it's fine.
I got pretty familiar with the trees around there, though, so if we need to come back, I have a way.
All right. Well, we should probably take a good last night rest then, and set out first thing in the morning. So Minervan, if you can prepare the guy then.
Well, I need 100 gold to pay him up front for 10 days.
I guess I probably.
Well, I don't have it.
Nor do I.
Oh, here. I'll give Minervan 100 gold.
Excellent. Shall I tell him we are leaving tomorrow then? Or today?
Tell it next week. Oh, wait, you're talking about this. I thought you were talking about the stone. Never mind.
Tell him to be ready at first light tomorrow.
First light?
Are we sure?
So early.
Yeah.
Are we sure? We're sure. We spent 3 days here, more than we should have.
Oh, well, we kind of needed it. There's some. I had to do some stuff.
Me too.
All right.
How about Isazirian?
If you have any more business you want to do here, you have until tomorrow morning.
Well, I mean, I don't think you can. I can do any more. I'm pretty sure you can only do it once.
I go off to find Leonid.
And Leonid is back at the Wasteland Oasis. Probably get there as he's eating his evening meal once more. He's a pretty methodical guy.
All right, Leonid, I have your payment here. 100 gold pieces for a 10-day. You will lead us to where we need to go.
Well, excellent. Will you join me for dinner?
I suppose so. I suppose I have time now. We plan to leave in the morning.
I mean, you don't have to.
Sorry, I'm just a little exacerbated. I would like to join you for dinner.
Good. So, what's been the... You seem to have decided upon this some time ago, yet your companions seem to have dallied a little.
They are suspicious of everything and anyone and anything. It is a difficult life to live.
Well, I can understand some of that. It's, you tend to find the more long-lived among the adventuring folk are more suspicious than the average, I would say.
Well, I'm long-lived. I only recently started adventuring, but bloody hell. We better get on with it, otherwise I'm dead before it's over.
He chuckles and says, "Yes, but people of our persuasion, we need time. We're not as these other folk running around. Our success doesn't depend on the size of our muscles, which is, well, as you can see from me, probably a good thing."
Well, I suppose we're the same in that department. I just sort of hold up my arm and jiggle the flab underneath it.
I mean, you look at Leonid, he seems, he's a pretty solid guy.
So, where will our journey take us?
You wanted to go to the Lake of Mist, I believe, yes?
Well, that's where you said we would find the answers we seek.
Indeed. We head out southwest along the Golden Way, past the Sunrise Mountains.
And then once we reach the lake, you will show us the next part of our journey?
Well, it becomes a little less clear about that. I have some clues and some leads that will hopefully direct us a little bit closer. But as all these things, nothing is certain.
Well, no, but should we come across any trouble, might you give me a clue as to what we're looking for? I mean, you already have your payment.
Oh, give me a persuasion check.
Well, Minerva, you got this. Yeah.
He
Old man
nods
Sean.
and says, "Well, I think the Lake of Mists is it's a mysterious place. So named, of course, because of the mists which shroud it. But there are, it is understood, some small islands within those mists, fairly unexplored. And according to my sources, it is on one of these that the current location of well, at least the last known location of the stone before it was lost, traces to."
Well, that's good to know. Well, thank you for divulging that at least. I hope you will be able to lead us there safely.
Well, I hope so too. The journey is certainly not one that I would take by myself. I'm sure you've seen some of the delights of the Golden Way and the wastelands yourself already, so you know what I mean.
Yes, we were chased by a booger for a night and 2 days.
Booger? I've
With
not come across such a creature.
a whirlwind of flesh and madness. It's hard to explain.
Oh. He takes out a small notebook as he puts his fork down and just scribbles a couple of notes. Booger, you say? Flesh and wind. Interesting. I shall have to do some research next time I'm at a place of civilization that values such things.
Yes, you and me both. But I think I'm rather tired, so I'll see myself off to bed.
Yes, of course.
It's 4 in the afternoon.
Having secured Leonid's patronage, Minervan heads off to bed, and the rest of you are finishing up your drinking. So if you all want to pay your lodgings once more. So Tia, you're not going back to the Hathran then?
As we are leaving, I won't. But if I can, I will send her a message with my thanks and that we are leaving sooner than expected.
Sure, yeah, you can send a message to them. So in the morning, as Chess passes by, Leonid is waiting for you, Minervan, in the morning.
Yeah, and I guess together we will find the others and reconvene.
We've all scattered to different places just to drive Minerva insane.
You spend the day chasing each other around Moulton trying to find each other.
Yep.
Accurate.
Yeah. But the Harbard stands a foot taller than anybody else in the crowd, so it's fairly easy to find. All right. So you guys are all ready to head off back down the Golden Way, a familiar journey for you, at least for the first couple of days. That's all for this instalment of Man's Model Moments. Please like, subscribe, and share this video if you enjoyed it. It's the best way of helping me to grow the channel and produce more content like it. With that, I hope you have plenty of modelling moments of your own, and I look forward to welcoming you on the next video.